Now, this episode is all about carbs, carbs, carbs. Now, whenever your body needs energy, it's always going to use carbs first. The only issue is if you take in more carbs than your body can burn as energy, you store it as fat. So we always want to focus on keeping our carbs low as the day goes on. So you start carbs high in the morning to give you tons of energy to get through your day, but as your body starts slowing down, we decrease our carbs typically after about 2 p.m. Also focus on cutting your sodium. Sodium's going to make you hold water. So if you're taking in things that are high in salt, high in sodium, your body's going to hold more water than it needs to. So we can always replace our sodium by citrus. Okay? Lemon juice, lime juice, all have the same flavor to your taste buds as sodium does, but without any type of calories or any worry of holding water. So remember, cut the carbs after 2 p.m., keep the sodium to a minimum. Now this episode's cardio program for our upper body is all about increasing our heart rate, getting your body ready to burn fat. And we're gonna do that by boxing. Now I've got Kirsten with me today, and she's going to show us a couple of movements to get your heart rate high quickly. Now we can either do 60 seconds of jump rope or 60 seconds of jumping jacks. So right into our jumping jacks. And we're going 60 seconds, getting as many repetitions as you can in 60 seconds. Now from there, we immediately grab our 5-pound dumbbell weights and we go directly into punching. So we're going to alternate left and right jabs straight ahead for 60 seconds, getting as many punches as you can in 60 seconds, turning over each punch every single repetition. Now from there, we're going to go into bobbing and weaving. You're going to keep your elbows high and tight. You're going to duck under left and right like you're going directly underneath the line, side to side. Keep your elbows high and tight directly into our bob and weave motion. Now, our last movement is going to have you on the ground, seated, with your feet crossed at the ankle and elevated slightly off the ground. Now, you can do this next movement with weights or without weights. And Kirsten's going to go seated punches with weights, rotating side to side, focusing on building strength to her core and building a nice, lean, toned, sexy stomach.
This episode, we'll be concentrating on building an overall better upper body. So we'll be introducing weights. I have Sarah here. First thing we're going to start off with is a multi-joint exercise. We'll be going bicep curls or hammer curls into an overhead press. So first thing we're going to do is a hammer curl into an overhead press. You want to make sure that your shoulders are back. There's a slight bend in your knees, elbows tight to the side of your body. So start with your hammer curl, and you'll go straight into an overhead press. Good. You're going to repeat this exercise anywhere from 15 to 20 reps. I've got my girl Marcy here. She's going to show us how to do the Renegade Road. And starting this exercise, you want to pick a weight depending on your strength level. Marcy, in this case, is going to be using 10-pound dumbbells. First thing you want to do is you want to put a slight bend in your knees. Then you want to lower your chest over towards the floor, bending through your hips, of course. Make sure you concentrate on keeping your shoulders back. All that is doing is support your lower back. It keeps your hips loaded, all the weights running through the floor then. You're good. Renegade Rows are when you alternate pulling the dumbbell up tight to your body. Now again, concentrate on keeping your shoulders back in order to protect your lower back. This exercise is going to get you even closer to building a better back. Next, we'll go into a chest press. Go ahead and set your weights down. Now we're going to do our chest press off of our exercise ball, one of the essential tools we mentioned in elevating your sex and getting a better body for the summer. So first we'll have Marcy here lay on the ball. What we're going to do is we're going to have her walk her feet out into a tabletop position. So we want our hips to be raised. We want our feet in line with her knees. We want a straight line from knee to hip to shoulders. You should roll down to a comfortable position where your upper back and your neck are securely on the ball. That way everything's engaged. Once you've established your position, you want to have your dumbbells high and tight to the chest. And you want to bring your elbows up to a 90-degree angle. Bring your elbows up to a 90-degree angle. You're going to bring them all the way up and bring them as close to each other as possible without actually touching. Again then, as you drop down into a 90-degree angle. Now in the process of doing your chest press, you definitely just want to make sure that you keep this straight line and that the feet are securely on the ground. You don't want to arch your back or wiggle your feet around like sometimes may happen. In doing this exercise, you build your chest muscles and your triceps. So that's our standard chest press from a stability ball. Now you want to repeat this exercise along with the Renegade Rows for 15 to 20 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets. Remember, carbs, carbs, carbs. Any carbs you put in your body that your body can't use will be stored as fat.
Now remember to check us out next episode where we're going to be going into how we completely use this elastic band to sculpt and tone every single muscle in your body. Check us out next episode.